Hello, welcome to the Roundhouse Rundown, a weekly glance at all things Shocker athletics with Paul Sulentrop of Wichita State University Strategic Communications. Each week, I'm going to give you a rapid-fire listen on events coming up, promotions, ticket deals, a trivia question, and a bit of Shocker history. This week's trivia question: Wichita State opened Mark Turgeon's tenure as men's basketball coach with a 76-66 win over Kansas State on November 21st, 2000 in Levitt Arena. Who led the Shockers in scoring that night? A. O.J. Robinson. B. Randy Burns. C. Terrell Benton. Stick around to the end of the podcast for the answer. Wichita State women's basketball continues its home stand with a 6 p.m. game against Missouri State on Wednesday, and then there's a 2 p.m. game against St. Thomas of Minnesota on Saturday. Wednesday, the first 250 fans receive a Wichita State Skyline flag. You can buy 3 full-price tickets, get a fourth for $6. If you put all those numbers together, it's a nod to the Wichita area code. Saturday is Family Day at the women's basketball game with concession vouchers available. If you purchase 4 or more tickets, canned food donations can be exchanged for a pair of Wichita State socks. The Shocker men are 2-0 after Saturday's win over Montana State. Coach Paul Mills likes his team's depth and his team's maturity.
You win with men. You don't win with young kids. You don't win with children. You win with men. And the way that you win with men is men understand responsibilities and they follow through on them. You don't have to remind men that we're starting at 2:30 and then check on them at 2:32 to see if they remembered their job. Men show up. Men are responsible. And you win with men. Those guys are men.
On Thursday, former Missouri Valley Conference rival Northern Iowa visits Koch Arena for the first time since 2017 for a 6:30 p.m. tip. Panthers are 2-1. They are picked second in the MVC preseason poll. Coach Mark Turgeon, WSU's coach from 2000-2007, will be recognized at halftime of the UNI game for his induction into the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame. First 500 students will receive a Shock Block t-shirt. Wichita State volleyball is in third place in the AAC, entering the final weekend of the regular season. Shockers play at North Texas on Friday at 5 p.m. It is senior day at 1 p.m. Sunday against UTSA with Morgan Stout, Annalee Hellisty, Izzy Strand, and Sarah Barham recognized for their Shocker careers. The AAC Championship at Koch Arena begins November 22nd. For volleyball, Sunday is Fan Appreciation Day. You can get $7 GA tickets, free admission for high school and club teams with an RSVP through the GoShockers.com promotions section. Wichita State Bowling competes at the Colonial Lanes Classic in Louisiana this weekend. The Shocker cross-country teams run in the NCAA Midwest Regional in Peoria, Illinois on Friday. Your trivia answer is C, Terrell Benton. Terrell from Derby scored 23 points. He made 5 of 9 three-pointers in the win over Kansas State in front of 10,559 fans to open Mark Turgeon's time as coach. O.J. Robinson added 8 points, 10 rebounds. Randy Burns, he was an important building block to the Turgeon era. He joined the Shockers a season later. This week in Shocker history, November 11, 1982, Xavier McDaniel makes 2 free throws with 30 seconds remaining to lift the Shockers to an 81-80 upset of the Soviet national team at Levitt Arena. The loss was the first in 5 games for the Soviets on their American tour and comes just hours after the announcement of the death of Soviet President Leonid Brezhnev. Antoine Carr was out with a stress fracture in his right leg, and Xavier McDaniel scored 19 points and grabbed 13 rebounds. Thank you for listening. You can find more information on schedules, tickets, and promotions at GoShockers.com. You can also find podcasts and stories at GoShockers.com as part of the Roundhouse's coverage of the Shockers.